Hello viewers, welcome to Dailies on TVRC. I am Hartunde Vincent. Joining me on set today is
How you doing, Samuel?
reading to your hearing is the Vanguard newspaper.
And with me is Punch newspaper. On the front page of Punch newspaper, stock investors lose 571 billion naira in 1 week. Soyinka saves pirate out of a Milo concern. OPC, Fulani trade blame over Kwara clash. And the same front page of Punch, Oshun ex-commissioner over state finances claim. And Muslims' political relevances, validity and expired. Sorry, let me take that again. And Muslim political relevance, validity have expired. Ogun APC spokesman. Third time, I have not bowed to pressure, says Amadu Pinnick. That's coming from the World of Sports. And on the same front page of Punch, caution your supporters, police warns presidential candidate and others. And on the same front page, NDLEA uncover 442 crystal melts at Lagos airport. Priest, seminarian abductors near military checkpoints, 50 million demanded. On the same front page of Punch, robbers invade Nasarawa school, kill teacher, injure others. Lagos agency arrest residents over waste bills. On the same front page of Punch this morning, families denies excavating Lagos wetland, destroying properties. Money City Council's officials block Lagos road, beat driver. On the same front page of Punch, Lagos to Ibadan construction, convention ground traffic police van hawking. Family of Ebonyi teenagers raped, killed, alleges compromises. And it's imperative for me to take this one also. Nigeria's 9 trillion naira oil revenue threatened, federal government blames theft. And let me take this one also. Obedient movement helping our mission, says Peter Obi. Senate ticket. APC justifies expulsion of Umai's rival. And let me take this one before we go into the analysis. Let me take this one. Group A's Oyetola decision to challenge electoral results. Let's take it from here. Group A's Oyetola decision to challenge electoral results. That should be coming from Osun State, right?
Yeah.
So, what was your take on that?
Well, in my opinion, I think don't forget that in the recent let me use the word trajectory again. The recent ways in which we've noticed the dimensions of our election is that the election doesn't actually end on the day of election itself. Oftentimes, most of the contenders, they still want to, forge ahead to see their stakes at the apex court, at either the court of appeal. In short, it's not even most of it. It's oftentimes not even oftentimes not going to end at the court of appeal. Some still want to take it further to the Supreme Court. Well, the outgoing governor perhaps he wants to exhaust all his options by taking it to the highest court of law to see if he's going to emerge victorious.
He's going to.
Don't forget again that we've seen a situation in this country where the man who loses an election was later installed as governor. And I will cite the example, the current Bayelsa State governor, Governor Diri. In short, I think in that election he came third. Yeah. Leon was emerges as a winner, the APC, but court handed it to what's it called, Governor Diri in favor as against Leon. So we never can tell Apex courts, they have the final say. If they think Adeleke is a winner, then so be it, and if it's Oyetola. But I still believe that there are still options.
All right, thank you very much. I want us to match these two headlines together,
Okay.
on the same front page of a Punch also. I want us to match these robbers invade Nasarawa school, kill teenagers, kill teacher, injure other, and this other one that says family of Ebonyi, teenager raped, killed, alleges compromises. Now let's take it out because I see all these two headlines as in state of insecurity. Now, what could have amounted to the killings of the teachers? As in, what are these robbers looking for in Nasarawa school, going to school to kill teachers? I don't even think that there should be an internal, maybe let's say a misunderstanding between teachers and
Students.
parents.
Okay. Well, the first one is robbers invade
Nasarawa
school. The second one is
Ebonyi, family of Ebonyi, teenager raped, killed, alleges compromises. They killed the man that was alleged.
Well, that's the height of it all. Why Amrabat want to even invade schools these days? I wonder if the school they have a CB, they have banks, or they have the coffers where they keep money in that school. The last time I checked, what we have in school is a blackboard, chalkboard. We have what's it called, chairs and what have you in schools. But now, even if should that even surprise us, if kidnappers could be kidnapping a bread seller, that's the height of it all. And this impunity should not. Enough of all this kind of news, where people will just name and attack people, they will rob them of their belongings, and nothing is being done. People should be served as deterrent. People should be those who are caught should be given an instant judgment. There shouldn't be a kind of. I'm not saying people should resort to jungle justice, but as soon as they are caught, their case should be taken to the law courts for immediate pronouncement by the competent jurisdiction or by competent lawyer, judge to announce their case, because it's becoming prevalent on daily basis. Imagine a school where pupils are and funny enough, all these schools have become soft targets for this criminal element. If you want to get the issue of kidnapping, you have the issue of the Chibok girls, the Kankara boys here and there. Why should people, all these innocent kids, who knows not, why should they be at the receiving ends of any kind of economic crisis? Everybody is feeling the heat. Why should people take law into their hands by making sure that they make some people? They just want to make them cry. They just want to make them. They want to destroy that family. It's so disheartening.
It's disheartening also. Is what I think there is a way by which even the parents also. We have PTA, parent-teacher association in the school. I think this is the time for them to mount security in their schools.
Well,
so that to prevent this kind of.
Even the PTA, I'll go and check out these government schools. How much are they paying? Despite that, some parents are still home. They are still going in those public schools. Not to talk of them coercing them to make some contribution. When you coerce them to make contributions, then where are they going to get it? Those who cannot even pay little amount of money for their kids, and then you are saying they should pay like 2,000 to 5,000 naira for them to mount security post and what have you. So the point is, we just need to wake up. We need to identify our problem in this country. This will be the first time of us having running this. We've been running this country for long now. It wasn't just worse. So my take is that we should get it right. Wherever the problem is it economic crisis?
We have this of Mapoli also. Find Mapoli student killers, Abiodun, others, police and others. So this one is coming from
Ogun State.
You find Mapoli.
There's still another one from Jos. I think there's another one from Jos. Killing, ritual killing, serial killing, robbery killing, banditry killing, kidnapping killing. You remember that of Ogumoshomo recently?
Yes.
That man that was killed, and with that student from Lautech.
Yes. That's it.
So the point is, what exactly is the problem? And funny enough, do you know the worst? To even make the issue worse is that
Okay,
they release.
sir, please, don't you think it's just an empty promise? You know, the governor is ordering the police to make sure that they find the students killer, and that of LAUTECH also, the monarchs, and you know, they promise that okay, we are going to fish out these killers, but ever since then, nothing has done. Look at the Chibok girls that happened so many years ago, and yet we still have some of these Chibok girls that are still in the captivities of these dens.
Well, my opinion is that enough of these executive politicians. We have executive politicians. Politics is not a child's play. Politics is a serious business. It's enough of just putting on a banner, moving around in convoy, in vehicles. No. In short, that's why I will never forget in a hurry the role governor, that Borno State governor, that professor, the role he played. The man was at the forefront of bullet exchange. So what are we saying? If our forests if they've been compromised, what is wrong with sending? If police refuse to send in competent security officers, why not have a meeting with hunters to invade those forests, send away these hoodlums? Imagine that I never stopped talking about that of LAUTECH because it's so pathetic. Because they even released the kind of the audio that the negotiator was the man negotiating was conversing with the and they were in their usual Fulani tone. So what I'm saying in the sense is that man would not that man have not been taken to the man they're still very much within the environment. What happened? If the man was still very much within the environment, why can't the man be rescued?
And one thing I want to add to that is this, there are ways by which they can use technology to track them down.
Of course.
They call you, even I know, in as much as I'm concerned, within 45 seconds of the call, they should be able to track that person down.
Please, what is the essence of in short, in China now, children are the one building drones.
Yes.
Drones. In short, when you move around, you see some people playing with drones. What is wrong with mounting cameras on drones and monitoring all those forests to know that? In short, to even make the matter worse, the seminarian, the one I think you read the seminarian recently,
yes.
And that of the seminarian were told that they were not far from security checkpoints.
Yes.
It's so pathetic. What is wrong in this country? I don't know. People are not using human life as cause. I don't know if it's a kind of a strategic ways. Maybe the military they are also accomplices in this kind of scenario, because some are saying that if yesterday come and see a certain senator saying that if all the money that we have in this country should be spent on security, so be it. Could you see some dynamics, some dimension to the old? Yes. People are playing games with human lives. I mean, enough of this.
Because I don't want to take much about time because our time has fast spent. But I want to also take this one also. This one is coming from the world of politics, and he says, "Caution your supporters. Police want presidential candidates and others." So what can you say about this?
Well, I think that is coming from that is to Peter Obi. Yeah, the obedient movement.
You think caution is indirectly to?
No, it's not indirectly. It's directly. Caution your. Okay. Oh, yes, sorry. This one is general.
General, yes.
And that's the way it should be. In fact, that's what I love hearing from constituted authorities. Nobody should take any side. Some people are saying, in as much that some people are attacking a particular president, some supporters are attacking one contender. Another supporter is also attacking another contender. Look at what happened between Festus Keyamo and Dino Melaye. When they were talking about what they say jungle, and when the jungle is matured, when somebody is saying I will break into pieces. This is, and look at what they recently about a man who is in the press, who is calling, I heard about something like obituary, saying that Peter Obi is something obituary. It's good. It's even imperative for them, for the executive, to even call all these contenders, to give them, to send them, to warn their supporters. Let us play mature politics. All of them will not be president. Only one will emerge. So
whatever we do right now is going to tell on us at the end of the day.
Of course.
So I guess I've exhausted those the juicy ones that are here.
Just call it the juicy ones. Okay.
Yes.
On the front page of Vanguard newspaper, PDP crisis, party governors move to reconcile Atiku Wike. Again, 2023 elections and dilemma of a Nigerian voter could be seen on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Fight against terrorism fruitless without addressing root causes, says APM chairman. Why Buhari recalled Babashi Ahmad, upgraded him to special assistance on digital communications, is also on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. A guinea kick against posting out CPS orders 6 months to election. One day the Indigo celebrates Obiazo at 80 could also be seen on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. This on business this morning, stock exchange market, foreign investors return. Participation up to 9.7% to 234 billion naira. If Yokowa, our agenda to unite and rebuild Nigeria could also be seen on the front page of Vanguard newspaper. Nigerian manufacturing sectors risk imminent shutdown as gas supply shortage threatens continuous operations. Use Enugu Airport for international travel, Southeasterners urged. Artists must have special media marketing strategy, says digital marketer Adetun Adekombi. Political messiahs and the burden of leadership, that story could be seen also on Vanguard newspaper. Pensioners accusing Southwest governors of abandonment. And finally, LCC High seeks targeted financing for aviation sector. Mr. Sam, let's take a look at this. This story on the front page, political messiahs and the burden of leadership. Do you really think we have political messiahs so far, considering the contenders or those who are agitating to wanting to be in a position or the other? Do you see them as messiah, or you see them as people who just want to come and take their own national cake?
We can just to me, as in, we cannot just judge a book by its covers.
Of course,
you get the point. So now we cannot really say that okay, this is the messiah for the country that will deliver this country, because one thing I want us to know that this country has been dumped to the extent that anybody that will rescue Nigeria from this position, the person is going to, the person will work to the extent that even himself, his salary.
We know he's working.
We know he's working in himself, and he's also salary himself. We know that okay, my salary has been bent in some areas, because I haven't seen any from all of this. I cannot judge them. I cannot judge a book by its covers. So, but I cannot say that maybe they are messiah or they can't be messiahs. But every one of them, they prove themselves either right or wrong whenever they get there, or whenever they get to the position.
Like I said, that up to now we are still talking about what Awolowo did.
Yes, we're still talking about what
Awolowo did. And don't forget again what Abacha did. How we looted the money, and not now we are still recovering the money back.
Yes, and how we have been recovering the money, and how the money has been disappearing again. So
it's recovering and it's disappearing again. That's serious. Okay.
I know that one day everything will be brought to justice, and people will still begin to talk about it. So
it's a matter of time.
Yeah, it's a matter of time. It's only time that will tell.
Yeah. Okay, let me take this one also. Party crisis. Party governors move to reconcile Atiku Wike. Don't forget, over the weekend, we saw the way Governor Wike was dancing. You know that is the man. He was just dancing and he was making jest of I don't know if he was making jest of his I don't know. But now the reconciliation. Do you think this fracas between Wike and Atiku is really taking? It's really becoming too serious that people just want to intervene as a matter of urgency?
Well, to me, I think this is a time by which we should have a political maturity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you are a role model to some people, and they watch the way you act. You know that at times, this Yoruba adage, so that even if you are not guilty before, or if you are acting and trending on the ways of the guilt, they will say that at the end of the day, you have stepped beyond your boundaries.
That's true.
They will say that okay, now you are not guilty before, but now you are. But when it comes to political parties, you know that they know that unity they will only survive, and that is why these governors they want to. But I think Wike should have let the sleeping dog license all this while.
Because don't forget, considering all that was done to him, he's also human.
Now let's he himself. I got something from him the other time. Article says something. Article says there's nothing like a vote. It was said that 17 governors or 15 governors voted for him, but Article came out boldly and said there is nothing like votes that time. And instead of Wike to defend himself that there is votes or no vote, he only said that they don't want to make any views again.
Alright, it's all
good. So it's a good move from the PDP governors that they want to go and meet him so that peace will reign. I said something the other time. If they couldn't curb this kind of dodges and views that is going on now, it's very difficult for them to focus on campaign.
Well, see, what I've noticed so far is that everybody have their peculiarity, their internal rumbling, internal implosion. Just the way PDP is having its own internal implosion, APC is also having its own what's it called?
But I think they should come together because they are the main opposition party here. So they should have their target that this is what we want to do, and let's focus on this thing. Okay, instead they want to use all the time for the campaign to settle quarrels, and at the end of the day that's
lose the election.
And lose the election. So that is why they should come back to their right senses right now.
That's the peculiarity of Nigerian politics. Don't forget we have the incumbent, the ruling party or Progressive Congress.
Yeah,
we have the opposition party. All of them, they all have their people. Don't forget, even in ADC, at the point we thought that Moghalu will emerge as a flag bearer, but it didn't emerge as a flag bearer.
And nobody heard from him.
What I'm saying in there is that every party have their own peculiarity. But the point, like you said, is that they should also settle their differences so that the battleground will be leveled.
Yes.
We know that we have a leveled ground, so people will go into the contest with a whole lot of enthusiasm.
Well, I also see this one as a political games.
Well, they are games.
Because as you see them fighting right now, it's just a week to election. You might just see them dancing and dining together and drinking together. That's just maybe they are just using this one. And I want to say this: APCs will be very cautioned because APCs might be just there is loophole in their midst right now so that it won't be like like you want to go and play a football match and they will tell you that their key player is not going to play, and you're just like since their key player is not going to play, they just rest ourselves till 90 minutes.
All right.
So that is why they should be very cautioned also.
Okay, viewers at home, you've had it all. This show for today. Do join us next time for another exciting episode. Until then, you remain your humble host. Bye for now.